Hello and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the improvisation show, which tonight features Britain's favourite American, Mike McShane, then London's funniest suburb, Paul Merton, next this show's most worried newcomer, Steve Steen, and finally his long-term performing partner, Jim Sweeney. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. Now, all right, okay, we've got a lot to get through tonight. Now, the first game we play is called Film and Theatre Styles. They're breaking into 2 pairs of 2 for this. Steve and Jim, first of all, can you come down? I'll give you a situation to act in just a moment. First of all, can we have some theatrical or filmic styles for them to break into?
Gilbert and Sullivan.
Gilbert and Sullivan. Oh, yes, that's good stuff. Any more? Sorry?
TV game show.
TV game show. Well, they're in that. Sorry? Ealing comedy. Yeah, any more from... And there's a satirical one, TV advert there, because you're in most of them. So let's do your situation, which is one of you is interviewing a suspect at the scene of a crime. OK? No style at first, and then I'll give you some.
Come on, crack, George. I know you've done this job. You got blood all over your hands.
Yeah, well, of course I got blood all over my hands.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I worked down a slaughterhouse, didn't I? Like, most of the day, and that's what I was doing.
You got an axe in your back pocket, George.
Yeah, well, it's been very cold these days, and the cows, I mean, they kind of get through the meat.
OK, TV game show.
OK, they get through meat. What else was there? Meat?
There was meat, there was bones. There was bones, there was gristle, there was gristle.
Gristle. There was gristle.
There was a lot of blood, lot of blood. There was a tail, giblets.
OK, let's make it easy for you then. Gilbert and Sullivan.
I fully suspect you did this crime. I know you did it, son. Yes, you're the only one. Yes, you are definitely the only one. You killed this man and several others, including 2 of my brothers. I'm taking you down to the nick because you make me sick.
OK, all right, let's do a...
I thought I'd save the voice on that one.
Yes. What for, though? It's TV advert.
Hello, George.
Yes.
Oh, look at all that blood on your hands. How are you going to get that off?
I don't know, you know. And the worst part of it, I've got this blunt axe as well. Just what am I going to do?
Well, we can help you with new. Clean the blood off and sharpen up the axo.
God!
OK, that's in there. You can get off now, you scallywags. Yes. I think that's quite the best film and theatre styles you've done tonight, so that's 52 points each. Now with Mike and Paul, one for you in a second. Any more styles for them, please?
Newsreels.
There was newsreels and I think porno, actually, which is... Mike and Paul, an odd combination for that, but some people have odd tastes. Public information film, that was very clearly... 3D, oh, that's a great one. Carry on, just... All right, I'm carrying on. Just a minute. I'm throwing in one because there's one I'm dying to see Mike do. It's a Roman epic. So, now, what's your situation? You're giving each other presents. And away you go.
And this is for you.
Oh, Ben, this is great. Thank you. And this is for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Well, it's been great, and you deserve the best. So
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, it's...
I may regret this. Porno.
Does it come with a pump? Oh, there's one here.
Exactly. Let me put a lace teddy. So nice.
Oh, she's lovely.
You take her from the front? She's huge, isn't
Oh,
she?
yes, she's massive. Yes. Does it come with batteries?
I don't want to see that. Let's go into a 3D film.
Here, turn her towards the front.
Oh, wow! Blimey. They're massive. I'm going to have another look at those, I think.
OK, that's a Roman epic.
Scrotus elongatus. Yes. Is this your wench you've taken from the Carpathians?
This is the wench indeed. She is mine and mine alone.
Nay, I will have her. I, Testiculus Mongonitus, will enjoy her.
Well, all right then, but I reserve the right to have her for bank holiday weekends.
I will have her...
All right, let's end on a public information film.
Now, remember, bank holiday weekends are very dangerous if you're out driving in a car. So if you are going to go out driving, why not leave the car at home?
And if you plan on spending those bank holiday weekends with a huge inflatable love monkey doll, Make sure that you have an adequate amount of lubrication and you keep both hands on the wheel.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Let's end there. Well, I don't know. Let's give 19 points to that. Now let's do a game called News Report. It's quite a complicated game, but it features Jim and Mike as presenter and expert. You've got to pretend you're in a television studio. Shouldn't be too difficult, I wouldn't have thought. And then Paul, you're over there as a reporter. And Steve, you're with him, and you've got to play any of the parts that should crop up in this programme. What we've set up here is a news programme, but we want to make it about a nursery rhyme. This is a topic this news programme is dealing with. So can you think of a nursery rhyme like Humpty Dumpty, Little Bo Peep?
Bar Bar Black Sheep.
Bar Bar Black Sheep. No, I'm quite happy with Bar Bar Black Sheep. Anyway, when the news report music starts, then begin the improvisation.
Good evening, Dave Smug with News Report, and a flash item just come through. Apparently, yes, 3 bags of wool, sir. What do you think about this, Dave? They're out there now. You know a lot about sheep. What do you think's going on?
I think it's the work of the famous Bar Bar Black Sheep. The black sheep's been terrorizing the counties all over the United Kingdom. He's been leaving 3 bags of wool for people indiscriminately and causing much terror for people who don't like cardigan sweaters.
Well, thanks so much. You're lucky enough to have our roving reporter, Paul Merton, out there. Paul, I believe you have the little boy who lives down the lane with you.
Little boy, were you surprised to find yourself a recipient of one of these bags of wool?
Are you my daddy?
Back to you in the studio.
Well, interesting turn up there. This has never happened before. Do you think there is going to be more wool in the market?
I think there's one for the master, one for the dame, and one for that little squirt who lives down the lane.
Fair enough. I'll go back to you now, Paul. I believe you have one of the sheep with you.
Yes. What exactly is the reason behind giving this wool to the master, the dame, and a little boy down the lane?
Well, quite frankly, we see it as something that we've got to do from time to time. There's obviously a lot of people out there who are shivering in this kind of weather. Let's face it, the black sheep produce far more wool than any other sheep. It's up to them to kind of help the community. That's what we feel.
Back to you in the studio.
Well, thanks so much, everybody here. Well, there we are then, 3 bags full, so join us tomorrow, Little Miss Muffet, The Spider's Viewpoint. Good night.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, 3 bags of points everywhere on that one. Now we go into a game called Translation. This is going to feature Steve Steen. He's going to lecture us in the language of a foreign country, and to help us out, Paul is going to translate it into English for us. So, which country would you like this to be set in? Albania. Albania. Okay, that's Albania. Always a popular country to have lectures about. And which aspect of Albanian life would we like described? Clive Anderson. There's nobody called Clive Anderson.
Television we had.
Television? You happy with television? Yeah. Just because you happen to know the Albanian for television, you're cheating this one. OK, so describe Albanian television. Where you go, Steve?
Good
evening, everybody. I'm very pleased to be here in your wonderful country. How can I best describe to you the wonders of Albanian television? It's rubbish.
But
when I say it's rubbish, let me be a bit more specific than that. It's more than rubbish. It's crap. Oh, I can hear you say, throwing your arms up in amazement. Surely Albanian television is as bad as that. Well, let me tell you, we have Postman Pat on every night at 6:30 in the evening. But because of several cutbacks...
it's a good idea.
Postman Pat isn't even in it. But what else can I tell you?
Oh.
Oh.
It's
We do get quite a lot of Shirley Bassey.
OK, let's end that. Thank you very much. Very good. Yes. Right. I rather like the sound of Albanian television. At least it didn't have Beatles about in it. Now, let's do a game called Musical Film Review, and Paul Merton's going to get this stool here and sit on it, and he's going to describe a musical, and the other 3 are going to act it out, or sing it out, with the assistance of Richard Vranch, our resident Mr. Music. Well, our resident Mr. Vranch. But to give the basic plot of it, I'm going to find the summary of the plot of a film in the very excellent Halliwell's Film Guide. But if I'll just flick through here, you say stop, I'll select one from that page. All right, I've stopped already. Yeah, this is a complicated one. It's called The First Man into Space. The plot of it is this. An astronaut runs into a cloud of meteor dust and returns to Earth a vampirish killer. That's sort of plot B, really, isn't it? So away you go. If you describe a couple of scenes, and they'll sing them out.
The First Man in Space is a wonderful movie. It begins with a meteorite shower that splashes all the way through this spaceship and turns the man inside into a singing, whirling dervish.
I'll go ahead and check the front of the cockpit, guys. Oh, my God. Visors down! Safety visor down! Shields up! We have a meteor shower coming in! Quick! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! They're coming, millions of meteors. They're coming so fast and furious. They're coming, some are green, some are yellow, some are simply curious. They're ripping through the spaceship. 1, 2, 3, they're breaking apart. And now they've hit me. I'm changing. I feel something strange happening in my heart.
Meanwhile, back at Earth Control, the two scientists whose idea it was to send this man into space are rather worried about what the messages they're getting over the radio, and they decide to sing their doubts to each other.
Let me tell you, I'm kind of worried about old George Buried. He's up there among those rocks. Hey, did you know he was wearing odd socks? You know that if he gets those strange hunger pangs, I'm kind of worried that he might grow fangs, and some poor guy's gonna get it in the neck.
Let's call him back.
Oh, what the heck?
But he arrives back on Earth, and as he emerges from the spaceship, he bites each one of them in the neck. They sing a song before they die, and the vampire realises he cannot breathe the oxygen on Earth, and he dies after he's killed them as well. But not before he finishes the big finale of the musical, which is a wonderful song to behold.
Yes. Bit simple, that, Paul, but there...
Look, the door's opening. He's coming out.
Oh, my God. Oh, no, George. Hang on there a minute.
Oh, I'm going fast. I'm going now. And please say goodbye to my old cow. You know, I really love that heifer. Please, tell me she'll get better. Take care, George. Look after him. I know it isn't a terrible sin.
He drained me now of all my blood, and I'm gonna fall face down in the mud.
Oh, George, that was so nice. Don't do it once, why don't you do it twice? When you bite me in the neck, it makes me feel so fine. Time for me to die, time for me to die, time for me to die, time for me to die.
I killed them all, they are dead. And I've got a funny feeling in my head. I can't stand it here. It really sucks, this atmosphere. So I'll die. Goodbye, goodbye, bye, bye.
Okay, right. Thank you very much. Thank you. And while I work out the points, that rather interesting round, we'll take a break. See you after that. Bye. Right, yes, 19 points over from that last game. You come back just in time to join us for the next game, luckily enough, and it's a game called Props. They break into two pairs of two for this. First of all, Mike and Paul. I should have a large item to give you. There it is. It's quite heavy. Can you think of us many ways you can of using this item. Thank you very much. Yes, and Steve and Jim, there's one for you here, which is a little easier. And don't throw it away afterwards. I'd like to take that home with me. Now we'll buzz between the two pairs, starting with you, Mike and Paul.
Thank you for coming to the Royal Alps Hotel. I'll just get your cab for you.
I think this spaghetti was too long in the microwave.
Say that again.
You're a deaf prat!
So what do you think of my spotting?
Oh, are you wearing it?
Yeah, I'm the evil dragon. The maid's over there. Get off my tail, bub! Ow!
Well, I told you I was natural.
Right, if you just roll your sleeve up, I'll give you a tetanus jab.
What do you mean, unsightly body hair?
Hello, did you see any Ku Klux Klan people go by us?
Okay, thank you very much. Let's end there on that unpleasant note. Thank you. Jolly good. Thank you. Right. Right. Dear, don't we? That has to go back to his master's voice. Now we move on to another game called Helping Hands. Paul Merton, this is for you to act along with Jim, but to make it easy for Jim, he's not going to have to use his own hands. He'll be using Steve's hands, which will be thrust through his armpits. If you get into the position there, makes sense. Now, the little scene I'd like you to act out, please, Paul, is you're trying to get through customs, and you meet this rather interesting customs officer, and away you go.
Just hold on there, sir.
Yes.
What's in the bag?
Oh, nothing.
All right, let's have it up here, if that mind. Open the bag for me, sir.
Yes, there we are.
Did you pack the bag yourself?
Yes, I did. I packed the bag myself, yeah.
Let's just have a look through here, then.
Yeah.
Oh, these yours, sir?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, yeah.
You like Mickey Mouse boxer shorts, do you, sir?
Yeah.
Very amusing, sir. Very amusing. Who else you got? Hello. This yours, sir?
Yes, it's only for my own personal use, you understand?
Yes, I see. It's
Yes, it's
very nice.
Yeah, it's,
I wish I had one myself, actually, but...
it's an elastic cigar.
I used to have one, but I haven't got it anymore. There we are. There we are. Now, let's have a look. Oh, I see. Hang about, sir. There's some traces of a white substance on here, sir.
Ah.
You've
Yeah.
been using E-nose, have you, sir?
Yes, I am, I'm afraid. Yes, that was what the chemist recommended. Well, don't use all of it, will you? Promise some for the kids.
OK, what else got in the bag?
Well, there's...
Come on, have a good all day.
Well,
a lot of people trying to get through customs. You're a very busy man, very busy man. Very busy. Very busy. Lots of people seek up in your ear today. You've got time to stand here with your bag all day. Come on.
Oh,
dear. Yes, come on. Open up that bag, come on. Come on, come on.
Well,
Oh, let's end there. That's
Come on
really good.
now.
Thank you. Very good. Right. Dear. Yes, 150 points to each side there, which Jim and Steve have to divide between them, obviously. Now we come to a game called Party Quirks. This is going to feature Paul Merton as the host of a party. All the others are going to be guests, and if they look at the envelopes in front of them, each of them has been allocated a strange way of behaving, or quirk, and they've got to improvise those in such a way that Paul's going to guess them. And if Paul comes down, get ready for the party. If you others could queue up round there, ready to come in the order Steve, Jim, Mike, and I'll ring a doorbell noise to indicate when a next guest is arriving. Paul, you're obviously well versed at doing parties. Anyway, oh, let's get a guest on.
hello.
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 Hello. How are you?
I'm early for the party then, am I?
Yes, just slightly, but not too early.
Not too early. Great. Great. So I can
Make yourself at home.
Make my home, yeah, right. Well, that's fantastic then.
Yes, it is
Have
fantastic.
you got any music on?
Yes, I've got some Dire Straits.
Dire Straits, all right, I love him.
Yeah.
They're very good.
Are they?
Yeah, lovely.
Hello?
Oh, blimey, ain't you a tenner? Could have sworn it opened the other way. How you going, all right? Look at that red carpet, there's another tenner. I could have believed it was blue.
Really?
How you doing? I bet you're a
Hello?
plumber.
No, you got it absolutely wrong.
Here's
Never
another tenner,
mind.
then.
Thank you.
I bet you got some twiglets, though.
I haven't, no, I've run out of
Here's
twiglets.
another tenner. What do you know, eh?
I'm glad I came.
Oh, do you?
I knew you were going to say that. Owe me a tenner.
I'm making a few bob tonight. It makes a change.
Does it? Oh, that's nice. Any guesses yet? Any guesses yet? No, not really.
No,
Oh, hello.
Hey, it's gotta be a great party today. How you doing, Paul?
I'm all right. How are
Really good
you?
to see you. It's been a great party all season. You've had
Yes.
a great time with
Yes.
everything. But this is the big party,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yes, you're a sports commentator, aren't
Yes,
you?
quite correct. Yes, very good. What are the other two?
I bet you watched these in Fairy, didn't you?
Oh, you're an inveterate gambler.
Yeah,
you are,
very
yes.
compulsive gambler, very good indeed. Got 10 seconds to get
I've been
Steve.
listening to your record. None of those words rhyme.
Don't they? Are you tone deaf or?
That's close enough.
He's doing me.
Yes, he's doing you. Yes, right, yeah. I knew you'd enjoy that one, Paul. I'll give Paul 55 points and exactly the same number of points to Steve because they were so alike. Now we come to a musical round which is going to be done with the assistance of Richard Vranch at the piano, and all four contestants would like to come down. They're going to make up a march on the spot about somebody's hobby here. Can somebody suggest a nice... Collecting typewriters. My, what a strange audience we have tonight. OK, collecting typewriters, that's a particularly difficult theme, I'd have thought, for a march, but I'm in that sort of cruel mood tonight. Me and the weirdo in the front of the audience there. It's starting, I'm afraid, with you, Jim. So you can use up all the rhymes for typewriters. Away you go.
A tippity-tap, a mashing the space key. Typewriting for every day, that's what I do, that's me. Typewriting's great, it's absolutely the best thing in the world. Now I know that I'm really not going to find a rhyme.
150 typewriters I play upon with ease. 150 typewriters, all with the bloody same keys. Now what do you make of that, I say, and when I put in the paper? I often wish I changed my mind to become a nice little draper.
I'm a bit of a lover, I'm not a fighter, that's why I love the old typewriter. I'm a messy eater, I have food, and when I do, I spill it down the front of myself. And that's why, when I'm sort of getting carried away with things, I want a bib on, and my favourite part of the typewriter is the ribbon.
Shift, space, shift, space, shift, space, shift, space. I'm an instructor of typewriters. I make sure they do a good job. I take the common man, I give him the typing plan, and I make him a fancy typing job. I've got millions of typewriters in my building. Some are German, some are French, and some are Yank. When I have them work on their exercises upon the typewriter, I have them spell out the word wank.
Right then there, thank you very much. Thank you, and... very good, and that was, in fact, the last game we're playing, and totaling up the points, I see that Steve Steen is this week's winner. So well done, Steve. The prize for winning is to do the credits in a style of my choosing. I like to do in the style of Jimmy Savile, please. So just remains for me to thank Mike McShane, Paul Merton, Steve Steen, Jim Sweeney, Richard Vranch, the pianist, and me, Clive Adamson, saying good night. Good night.
Oh, goodness me, goodness me. That was to say, Dan Patterson there, say, with Clive Anderson and Jim Sweeney, Steve Steen, Mike McShane, a whole bunch of people who wrote into the programme, wanted to become stars. Sadly, unfortunately, couldn't do that for them. Goodness me, goodness me. Now, there's young Peter Bevan there, wanders down the studio floor, waving his hands all about. Goodness me. What a lovely lad he is, what a lovely lad, what a lovely lad. Now then. We got young Maria Britton. Maria Britton, she's a researcher on the programme, asks kind of probing, searching questions, like what I used to do, don't you know there? Now, goodness me. And there goes Dan Patterson, producer of the programme. Ta-ta.